Students, now we are going to solve the first question of retirement of a partner. First, I will read the question. Given below is a balance sheet of Raja, Rani and Pradhan, who were partners in a firm sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 5:3:2. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2019 was as follows. Liabilities: creditors, bank overdraft, reserve fund, capital accounts, Raja, Rani and Pradhan. Assets: cash, debtors, stock, machinery, land and furniture. On 1st April 2018, Pradhan retired on the following terms. Goodwill of the firm will be raised in the books at rupees 20,000. Stock be reduced by 10% and furniture by 5% and machinery by 11%. RDD be maintained at 5% on debtors. Rupees 200 to be written off from creditors. Out of the amount due to Pradhan, rupees 5,000 to be paid by cash and the remaining amount to be transferred to his loan account. Prepare profit and loss adjustment account, it means revaluation account, partners capital account and the new balance sheet. So now first we will go through the adjustments. The very first adjustment is about the goodwill. After the retirement of Pradhan, goodwill is raised at rupees 20,000. So whenever the goodwill is raised, the asset increases. It means the goodwill account debit to all partners capital account, and this goodwill is divided among all the partners in the ratio of 5:3:2. So the entry will be recorded on the credit side of partners capital account here by goodwill account in the profit sharing ratio, that is 5:3:2. So 10,000, 6,000 and 4,000 is divided among all the partners. Then second adjustment, stock be reduced by 10%. Now this entry will be recorded in the revaluation account. So here the value of asset decreases by 10%. The value of stock as per the old balance sheet is 17,500. So 10% is 1,750. So there is a reduction in the value of stock. So whenever the value of asset decreases, it is recorded on the debit side of the revaluation account. So here the entry is to stock account 1,750. Then they have given further that furniture will be reduced by 5%. The value of furniture given in the balance sheet is rupees 5,000 and it is reduced by 5%. So again the entry will come on the debit side of the revaluation account to furniture account. 5% of rupees 5,000 is rupees 250. Then value of machinery will also be reduced by 11%. Value of machinery as per the old balance sheet is rupees 30,000. So 11% of rupees 30,000 is 3,300, that is recorded on the debit side of the revaluation account. Then the next adjustment is about RDD. Third adjustment, RDD be maintained at 5% on debtors. Value of debtors as per the old balance sheet is rupees 18,000. 5% is 900. So as the value of debtors decreases, it is recorded on the debit side of the revaluation account. So all these assets value has decreased, so they are recorded on the debit side of the revaluation account. Then the next adjustment is about the liability, creditors. It is given that rupees 200 to be written off from creditors. It means the creditors are to be reduced by rupees 200. The value of creditors as per the old balance sheet is rupees 11,200. Now these creditors are reduced by rupees 200 whenever the value of liability decreases, it is recorded on the credit side of the revaluation account. So by creditors account 200. Then after recording the adjustments of assets and liabilities, we have to check which side total is heavy. Here the debit side total is heavier than the credit side, so there is a revaluation loss. So there is a revaluation loss of rupees 6,000, which is divided among all the partners in their profit sharing ratio, which is given in the question, that is 5:3:2. So here this entry will be transferred on the debit side of partners capital account. There is a loss, so that will be recorded on the debit side of partners capital account to profit and loss adjustment account, or to revaluation account you can write, and then you can record the amounts. Then after the completion of this revaluation account, the next account is partners capital account. So first we have to bring down the balances, opening balances on the credit side, that is by balance brought down. So this is the amount of capital for all the partners which is taken from the old balance sheet, which is given here, capital account Raja, Rani and Pradhan. So this will be recorded as balance brought down. All these three amounts are recorded as balance brought down on the credit side of partners capital account. Then you can see that there is reserve fund given in the old balance sheet, rupees 15,000. So this amount is also transferred on the credit side of partners capital account and divided in the old profit sharing ratio. So here the entry is recorded here by reserve fund account, 7,500, 4,500 and 3,000. About goodwill I have explained to you people earlier. So after recording all these amounts in the partners capital account, we have to check the total for each partner. For Raja, the credit side total is 59,500. From that you have to subtract the revaluation loss. So his capital in the new balance sheet will be 56,500. For Rani, the credit side total is 47,500. From that you have to subtract rupees 1,800, that is the revaluation loss. So 45,700 will be her capital in the new balance sheet. Now Pradhan is retiring. So you have to refer to adjustment number 5. Out of the amount due to Pradhan, rupees 5,000 to be paid by cash and the remaining amount to be transferred to his loan account. So now we have to find out the dues which are given to Pradhan. Here the credit side total for Pradhan is 40,200. From that we have to subtract the revaluation loss of 1,200. So rupees 39,000 will be given to him after the retirement. But as per the last adjustment, only rupees 5,000 will be given to him. The remaining amount will be recorded as his loan account. So rupees 5,000 goes out of the business and rupees 34,000 will become the liability in the new balance sheet. So in this manner we have to prepare the partners capital account. Now we are going to make the changes in the balance sheet. So from this reduction in the value of assets and liability, we have to make the changes in the new balance sheet. So we will see on the liability side, first we have recorded creditors 11,200, and as per the adjustment the value of creditors decreases by rupees 200. So you have to check that rupees 200 is subtracted from creditors. So outer column 11,000 is recorded. Then again we have to check in the question, the next item is bank overdraft. Here nothing is mentioned about bank overdraft, so the amount will remain the same. So bank overdraft is recorded as it is. Then comes the capital account of the continuing partners. So Raja and Rani are the continuing partners. So their closing balances are taken from the balance carried down in partners capital account. So 56,500 for Raja and 45,700 for Rani will be recorded on the liability side as their capitals. Then Pradhan's loan account will be the liability, so that is also recorded under the liabilities. Now we are going to see the changes on the asset side. As per the old balance sheet, the partners had the cash of rupees 7,600, but then after the retirement rupees 5,000 cash is paid to Pradhan. So rupees 5,000 we have to subtract from 7,600, so the remaining cash is rupees 2,600 recorded here. Then debtors are 18,000. From that we have to subtract the RDD which we have recorded here on the debit side of revaluation account 900. So value of debtors decreases, so that we have to subtract from debtors. Then there is a decrease in the value of stock by 10%, so that is also subtracted. Machinery also is depreciated by 11%, so depreciation is subtracted from machinery. While for land they have not given any adjustment, so the value of land will remain the same as it is given in the old balance sheet here 70,000, so that will remain the same because no adjustment is given for land. Then value of furniture also decreases by 5%, so depreciation of rupees 250 is subtracted. Then as the goodwill is raised, it will appear in the balance sheet because the value of asset has increased. So goodwill appears in the balance sheet. Then we have to check whether the total of liability side and asset side tally with each other.